Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the basics. You're gonna do society text, baby. Man, I knows back. You know it is, it is, it is. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Rule will rise up, fake will rise down. Break the word, preach on. You got Izella Ali explain how white feminists manipulate black. Well, let me say to this: the word feminist it came from in the Western society. Where's it Westerner? That's in Germany and French. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all this where feminists came from. I'm gonna show you where feminists came from. I'm gonna show you the word feminist came from. See, people don't know the history about feminists. I didn't know this until I looked this up. Look what it says. Feminist is a range of a movement and an ideology that share a common goal to define and the postulate and and achieving equal political economy, cultural and personal and social rights for women. This included in seeking to enforcement the equal rights for women in in education and employment, a feminist advocate, or to support the rights of equal of women. But who came up of this concept? You got it. Charles Forward. Charles Forward. Charles Forward. Charles Forward. Yeah, he's a utopian socialist and French philosopher. Is credited with having the term have the coinment of the word feminist in 1837. That's before he died. Look this man up. Why should Zaylas Ali don't talk about this guy? This guy was the one who came up with it. You know what? They want to live in the bubble? You go right ahead. But you need to wake up and see what's really going on. He born April the 7th, 1772. His birthday already passed. He died October October the 10th. October the 10th, 1837. So he was born in Panama, France, in April the 7th, 1772, in Panama, France. He died on October the 10th, 1837. He got this. They can't he came up this term before he died, age 65, and he was buried in Paris, France. Why that's not been talking about? Why? Why, Shannon Ali? Why you don't explain that one? It goes to show me. It goes to show me. And it's also, it says right here about feminists. Look what he says about women's rights. Women's rights. Forward was also support of women's rights in a time period was an influence like Jaguar Rowley or Predated. Forward believed that all important jobs should be open to women on the base of the skill and gratitude rather than closing on account of a gender. He spoke women as individual, but not half human couple. See that goes to show you that feminist is a goddamn fucking joke. It goes to show you, ladies, the word feminist came from white males. It did not came from no black males or Asian males. Why y'all don't talk about that? This is what pissed me off. That they will never explain it. And you black women and you white women, yeah, go look this man up. He responsible for this. And it's also he said this. Y'all might not want to believe it, but it's there. He said this again, closing on account of genders. He spoke women of individual. He spoke women as individual, not half human couple. And Forward saw that traditional marriage could potentially hurt women's rights as human beings. And through never married, written before the editor of the term homosexuality, Forward hold that both men and women have a wide range of sexual needs and preference which may change throughout their lives, including same-sex sexualities. In order to, he argued that all sexual expression should be enjoyed as long as people are not abused. That's what's happening now. Men and women are killed, they're produced. Without a man's sperm and a woman's egg, how they gonna create children? Ladies, how y'all gonna understand that? There's a real reason why men do the stuff they do. There's a real reason why women do the things they do. Fellas, y'all gotta change this. You black men, you white men, but if you want to choose to ignore it, or any man, or Latino man, or Asian, then go ahead. But don't bitch and complain about these women, but you're the one that's doing all the shit. That's your fault. But yet you want to get upset. I'm sorry. But this is something that nobody wants to talk about. And ladies, y'all gotta change this too. But don't get mad when some shit don't go away as it planned. I'm sorry. But look what it says. Look what it says. As sexual needs should be enjoyed. Sexual expression should be enjoyed as long as people are not abused, and that affirmative one is different can actually enhance with a social integrated forward forward concerns was to liberate every human individual, men and women and child, in two sense: education and liberty of human passion. He is trying to make the woman to be the man and make the man be the woman. But at the end of the day, men and women need each other. Why you explain this, Inshallah Ali? I'm tired of explaining this. All this whole feminist shit was started from this man. But I don't hear white women speak about this, do they? The white women definitely need to wake up. Black women definitely need to wake up too, because it was a man that gave you the rights. It wasn't a woman gave you a rights. It was a goddamn man gave you those rights, because men hate what the way they did. Well, they got to change that, because men were the ones that created this feminist movement. And I blame fellas for this. Stop raping your women, fellas. It would have never happened. And women wouldn't have to deal with this stuff, because last time I checked, men still made more money than women. Even though there are women made more money than men, but men still made more money than women. Men were the ones create the fucking money. They're the ones created it. They're the ones that changed the laws. They're the ones that decide, you know what? We hate what we would done to the women. Let's give them reparation they deserve. Let's give them for the jobs they work for. You still work around with the men, but notice how other women can't work along with other women. You notice that, right? But you know what? These white men ain't gonna listen to this. That's how fucking pathetic they is. These black men damn sure ain't listen to that. No man don't want to listen to this. Do you think women gonna listen to this? No. Now I know where feminists came from. It came from here. It was, and they working on their third wave, their second wave, but the second and the first wave, the second wave failure, and then the third wave they get the church to give women right to vote and give women the whole public office. But what the third wave, how they not receive the rights they should have, they have for they deserve. To read a concept and abortion. Yeah, to own property. Last time I checked, how women gonna own property? They get property for free. This is why women go to school for free. This is why that women get cars for free. Fellas, that's your own fucking fault. You did this. You white males and you black males did this. Especially white males, because this explains it right here. Charles Forward. Charles fucking Forward. He is trying to make the woman be the man, and trying to make the man be the woman. That's all. Feminist is nothing but lesbianism. No disrespect, but I know what it's about. All men's right is nothing but what? All if women's rights is lesbianism, men's right is homoism, gay males, and gay women. That's all feminism is about. That's all men's rights is about. That's all women's rights is about. Men and women need each other. Men need to quit making mistakes, and women need to start making mistakes. Men need to quit making mistakes. Women need to quit making mistakes as well. This time, this times there's no time to mistake. Things got to make right. Because without that, of women bringing children, men are fucked and they know it. That's why men are scared to death. Stop doing the way you do. That's why women, they're afraid of death because without a goddamn man, how they gonna have children? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up because there's a real reason. But she would not explain where feminists came from. All feminists was about to get women to right to vote, to trying to protect women from raping and sexual harassment. Don't get me wrong. There are women deal with this daily and the beatings. You want to know why guys did that? Because they know they're trying to make the woman to be a guy. This is why a woman have sex with a bad man. She be carrying his spirit, not only his the seed, but even that into that child. I'm gonna tell you, young girls coming up, y'all better be careful because there's a group of men out here who are fucked up and who ain't right in the head. They out there. Get somebody who at right in the right of the head what they want in this world because I know I am to be careful with certain women I'm dealing with. Or she ain't get her head right. If she got her head right, I'll mess with her and we'll start to have a family and start to rebuild and build together. Because men and women need each other. I kept saying this so many times. Men need women and women need men. At the end of the question, in the story, no matter how much fucked up women are and no matter how much fucked up men are, they need each other. They just have to learn of the mistakes they made. Because else they're going to deal with shit like this. In the question, in the story, and I'm out. And it's your boy Domination. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. Chuck the Deuces out of text, babe. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace. I'm out. All right. Peace.